Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small-town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Buying new garden seed every year can be expensive. Hi, I'm Jody Henke. If you have seed left over from previous years, learn how to determine if it's still viable as you're living the country life.
Living the Country Life. Ideas and inspiration for your place in the country. You can find more information on today's topic and from previous shows by visiting us online at livingthecountrylife.com. We'll return to the show after these messages.
Check out our full lineup of Successful Farming podcasts. The Successful Farming podcast goes in-depth into the topics that affect farmers and ranchers. The 15 Minutes with a Farmer podcast offers a quick conversation between an editor and a farmer. The SF Shorts podcast offers bite-sized interviews about agricultural topics. And the SF Daily podcast covers commodity markets, weather, and the big things happening in agriculture each morning. Search for Successful Farming wherever you download your podcasts. Successful Farming presents the 15 Minutes with a Farmer podcast. In each episode, a successful farming editor has a quick conversation with a farmer, chock full of stories and advice from their area of agriculture. They're interesting, educational, and perfect for your busy schedule. Search for 15 Minutes with a Farmer wherever you download your podcasts.
I rarely use an entire packet of vegetable seeds every year. Garden seed gets expensive, so I hang on to them thinking I'll use them again next year, but I'm never sure if they'll still germinate. Ward Upham is an extension horticulturist at Kansas State University. He says a packet of seeds will generally last 3 to 4 years, but there are exceptions.
For example, if you have onions, they're very short-lived. They will last about a year. So you can plant them this year and then next, and that's probably about it. Also, things like carrots and parsnips and parsley, maybe 1 to 2 years. Corn and peppers, maybe 2 years. For most of the other stuff, it's going to be a good 3 years. Some seed will last as much as 5.
If you're unsure of viability and have plenty of seed, there is an easy method to determine how good it is. Upham says to roll up 10 to 20 seeds in a moist paper towel and put them in a plastic bag with a few holes for air. The bag needs to sit in a spot that's 70 to 80 degrees. After about a week, check to see how many seeds have germinated.
Pull those germinated seed out, roll them back up, make sure that paper towel remains moist, and then check them after another week. And then you can figure out what your germination percentage is. Some people will say as low as 50%. You can actually still use the seed, just sow it twice as heavy. I actually prefer probably closer to 75%. If you have 75%, just assume that seed's good, and you'll be fine.
You may have better luck with seed longevity if they're stored in an airtight container in cool, dark, and dry conditions. Upham says one of the easiest ways to do that is to put your seed packets in a canning jar and keep them in the fridge. Learn more about using old garden seed at livingthecountrylife.com. I'll see you in the country.
Living the Country Life. Ideas and inspiration for your place in the country. You can find more information on today's topic, share your tips, and post photos by visiting us online at livingthecountrylife.com.